Dang it. Oh, yeah, I did. I think it worked. Did I say dang it right when I started? Good morning. Good morning. Ah, it is a good morning. I am excited to see you. It's a Sunday. Little puffy white clouds, bird song in the air, little humid morning for San Diego. And I'm a very delicate flower, so I feel it. Ooh. Already taken one cold shower today. And excited to start the day with you. If you are here live, leave a comment so I know you're here. Let me know where you're from, maybe something that you're grateful for. And if you're listening to this recording, same instructions. Let me know. Say hello, even if it's just a smiley face or a heart emoji, just so that myself and those of us who are here can see that you are also here and that we are sharing this experience together. Love Morning is a chance to just kind of recalibrate, a little adjustment to remember who we are when we are aligned. I'm having this whole chiropractic metaphor through my head right now. You know, you go through the day, you get this kind of not quite right, and you're, and then crack. Oh yes, I am a vessel of love in the world. I'm an ambassador of all the people that I have met in my life. I am spreading the ripples of all those whose ripples have touched me. Good morning! That's why we're here, to encourage one another to be that in the world. So I appreciate you and thank you for helping me to be that person in the world. Good morning, Panos! Oh, what a treat to see you. Are you still in Greece? It is a treat to see you. I love you. And good morning, Isabel. I feel the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Happy Sunday. And hey, Painty. Hello to you on the dock. Is that the right term? If you're on the boat, that's not the dock, right? That's the what's the top of a boat called? The deck. That's what I meant. Good morning, Painty. I love you. And hello, Rose. Sending you a hug. Good morning, Nicole. Happy Sunday to you. I keep wanting to say Saturday, but it is clearly a Sunday. Whew! I am feeling wonderful today. If you may have noticed, I installed a little decor on my back wall here, something that my beloved got for me many weeks ago, and I did not put on the wall. And when she asked me if I was going to put it on the wall or did she want me to return it, I got triggered and yelled, like, I don't fucking want it. And it was a really powerful learning experience. As soon as I said that, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I just got triggered. Let's talk about this in a little bit. Something about being obligated, this pressure. It was a good learning experience. And so she's out of town this weekend and she's going to come back and it's going to be on the wall. You can't quite see what's on there. There's a few things. There's a live plant. There's a shell. There's a piece of black stone from the temple one year. There was a big black stone sculpture in the middle of the temple, and when it burned, it cracked all up. And so it's a piece of that center of the temple of a Burning Man. There is I went opposite. This is very difficult for me to point. There is a leaf from the tree of Tanare, which is a Burning Man sculpture, and there is some of my grandpa's ashes up there. It's a little far away. You can't quite see it. I'm not sure if it's in addition to this set or not, but that's what we're going with today. So I'm grateful for new decor, a new accessory for my webcam's face. Good morning, Mark in Berkeley. Oh, how wonderful. Grateful for being told how much I'm loved yesterday. Fantastic. Well, let me add to the pile and say, I love you. Good morning, Janice. I love you too. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of our Love Morning. Happy Sunday. Oh, hello, Cammie. Good morning and hugs to you. Yay. I love you. Hello, Lynn. Lots of love and hugs to you in the rainy Midwest. Ah, rain sounds delightful right now. I love you. Ah, thank you, Nicole. Yes, Bethany, a little bit of Grandpa Caleb is on there. And then over on this side of the wall, I've got my portrait of Grandpa Caleb. What a handsome young man. That's on top of a mountain. You can't see in this picture because it's all faded. There's a rainbow behind him. He's on top of a 14,000 foot mountain in Colorado. And then I've got his ashes behind me. Good morning, Jolene. Thanks for being a part of this energy. I love you. And good morning, Laura. Love and hugs to you as well. Thank you for being here. You know, I did just stand. Oh, hello, Becca and Rosarito. I'm so glad that you're alive and safe and not too hungover. You're missed. Your Captain Flint, our handsome man cat, very much misses you, Becca, but I'm taking care of him and he's doing great. He's used both litter boxes enthusiastically. I love you, Becca. I'll see you soon. I have a confession to make. A little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy happened. A couple years ago, someone made a joke that I was the Richard Simmons of Burning Man. Do you know who Richard Simmons is? I caught my reflection today. Look at this outfit. I am the Richard Simmons of Burning Man, if I've ever seen it. I don't think that was a compliment. Good morning, Scott! Hey, I love you, Scott. Island love received. And some old school San Diego love sending right back to you. Love you, brother. Hey, Tall. Aloha. More island love. I love you. Good morning. Happy Sunday. And hello, Emilio in Maryland. Enjoy your day off. Any plans? Anything exciting? A little relaxing? If you do relax, you spend some time relaxing, I would also suggest you balance it with chillaxing. Bethany says I have better hair than Richard Simmons. Well, thank you. I think that's where the similarities stop. Yes, Bethany, I agree that Richard Simmons is a good vibe man and a overall big plus in the world, made a lot of people happy and healthy. So yeah, I was not offended by the comparison. I thought it was pretty freaking funny. I love you, Bethany. Bye, Mark. Have a good day. And hello, Diana. Enjoy your day at home in Texas. I love you. I had an awesome day yesterday. I went to, my buddy of mine has a new property in like an hour away from downtown San Diego, but it's like so incredible on this like hilltop and incredible views and avocado orchards but it's a lot of land, and so he had like a work party to help deal with some brush, and he had cut down a bunch of branches off trees, so we cleared brush. So I got to do manual labor and actually use a chainsaw. So if my beard looks especially thick today, it's because the testosterone running through me is like excessive. Good morning, Janice. Oh, I think there might be a little bit of lag for me if that's the portrait of Caleb. Yes, I love that picture of Grandpa. And I love you. You have a blessed day too, Lynn. Michelle, good morning, and I love you. And I do love Whose Line Is It Anyway as well. That was a different time in regards to what was acceptable gay humor on TV, but that is a very funny one for sure. Yay, full nap in the future. Yes. I I I should have done more napping this weekend. I did a lot of staying up late and then early morning caffeine. I'm doing. I know I said I was off caffeine. I'm letting myself do caffeine on the weekends and then hoping that I don't build up too much of a tolerance so that I can come off of it for the week. We shall see. If love mornings are very slow, come Tuesday, you'll know why. Ooh, Victoria's on the surface of the sun. 115 effing degrees. Dear Lord, I hope. Good luck, and I love you. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, it was great. So we worked. I got there like 2, worked until like 5:30, and then we enjoyed the afternoon and sunset, and just had some deep, beautiful conversations with people I hadn't seen in a long time, and really like as the deepest conversations I've ever had with these friends about their journeys and their relationship, and it was really healing for me to hear and bonding. They shared a lot. It was great. I felt it was awesome. And it's nice. Like my legs are covered in cuts, which is since my back hurt from working and my legs were cut up. It was kind of felt like, all right, I earned this day. Good morning, James. Hello to you in Spring Valley. Sending you lots of love. I love you. And hello to you in Jacksonville, Trevor. I'm feeling the hugs. If you ever want to hug other times in the day, the gratitude circles always close with a hug, group hug. So at noon and 6 any day, you can pop into a gratitude circle and be inspired by 5 to 15 other people and then share a hug. It's pretty magic. Good morning, Nicole. Nicole is grateful for the son's return from grandma's visit. Aw, nice break, but you missed him. Well, I love you both, and I love Grandma too. Thanks for being a part of our beautiful Sunday morning. Hey, hey! Good morning to Kiri, Brady, and Sean and Buster. That's a crew I love. I kind of, my brain went wordless for a second as I just pictured all you guys, and it made me so happy. So, I love you. Thanks for joining me on this delicious Sunday. Texas, that sounds far. But the internet makes it right next door. Golly. Oh, wait, I think I'm starting to get dog talk. Buster! I didn't think you noticed. Wow, this has been more than I expected this morning. Thank you for being a part of this love morning. I should remind you and myself that as much as this is a social opportunity to be delighted by one another, it is also a reminder that the world is filled with delightful people. And many of them are under the false impression that the correct way to go through the world is closed down and on guard. And so we need to be the ambassadors that demonstrate what an open, heart-opening, connecting world can be. And we need to be the ones that say, hello, good morning, let me get the door for you. Fantastic shoes, love your makeup. I should side note, in case you have not heard this before, you want to compliment people on their choices, not their biology. Does that make sense? Compliment people on things that they have done, decided to do. Their shoes, their outfit, the way they did their makeup, their vibe. Do not compliment people on their eyes, their makeup, because something they're born with, it's a different thing. You don't want to compliment someone on their figure. You don't want to compliment someone. Does that make sense? Their hair, even, unless they've done something to you, like, oh, I love the way the color. That's acceptable. Like, you don't want to say, oh, wow, I love your afro. You say, you know what, I'm going to pull back from that area because I am not the expert on the appropriate way to speak of ethnic hair. But it's an important thing to remember, that I think you want to compliment somebody on their choices, not their biology. Okay, pulling back. As people who compliment people and spread love and demonstrate connectedness, we are warriors of love. It is sometimes not easy. Sometimes the world does not reflect back to us that path and that example. But it makes a difference. And every one of us that's out there doing that is showing and giving another couple people permission, and then those people give more people permission, and you start to you start to just upset the baseline, and it's powerful. It's powerful. You are an activist. The way that you go through the world makes a difference. So thank you for joining me in this crusade of kindness. And it's not like, you got to dedicate hours a day. You just got to, while you're going through your day, look people in the eyes and smile. You can even just nod your head to somebody and smile as you walk by them. Seriously, that's it. You get a badge. Kindness patch for your shawl or satchel. Yes, Luna, things that they can control. Good, Beth. I'm glad that was helpful. I'd never heard that, and when I did hear it, I was like, oh, because let's say someone is a beautiful woman, as you all are. You might be in a space in your head where you're feeling insecure or something, and you want to hear that you are beautiful, or you might be thinking all everybody does is judge me on my looks. And then when someone goes, "Hey, wow, you're so beautiful," and you go, "I'm more than fucking beautiful. I'm an artist." And so your attempt to give someone something that lifts them up actually does not do that. That being said, with consent, for example, you could say, actually, I wouldn't ask for consent for a compliment like that, but I'm going to give you consent. If you would like to compliment anything about my biology or my physical appearance, I love to be objectified. So there you go. On a person-by-person basis, you might develop a relationship where it is acceptable. Amongst friends, I think it's probably a great idea to compliment people's biology. But, yeah, especially quirky things. Like, man, dude, that scar is badass. I always wished I had a scar like that. Well, if you are here and you have not yet left a comment, please do so that I know you're here and I can send you some love and tell you how amazing you are. If you're watching this recording, please do the same. So that later today I'll see who you are and know that we were connected in this moment beyond time and space, this moment of intention. It's like a message in a bottle. That's what recordings of video, I think of that way. Like, we bottle up this energy we're creating in this moment all together, in the present moment. It's a recording, and someone plays it later, they uncork it, and then they get to experience that vibe. And then when they cork it back in, a little bit of their vibe is in it too. You have amazing biology. That's got legs. You should do it maybe do a backhanded compliment insult, "Oh man, you are so Nah, I'm not even gonna try to make that work. I was gonna do sucks to be you. Would you get perfect scores and all your biological? Yeah, I shouldn't even tried. My grandfather used to say, he used to love the phrase obstetrical accident. That we are born to freedom and circumstances by obstetrical accident. And so to be very grateful for everything that you have, because you could be born into all different sorts of situations that were far more challenging and difficult. Would you help me with you look smart. Would you help me with my biology homework later? My brother and I don't. We used to joke that how we were both very not very forward. We were afraid of being kind of Guido-y predator dudes, and so we never would ask people out or be forward. And so we would joke like the cowardly way to ask if a girl likes you, like, hey, hi Susie, hey, gosh, dude, my friend, he's so weird. He's so weird. He said that you and I would be like a cute couple. I mean, isn't he crazy? Or maybe he's genius, maybe? But probably crazy, right? Probably, right? Yeah. Rose is thankful for gardening in San Diego. Yes! Anyone else have any more gratitudes to share? Thank you, Rose. Yeah, it's a good time of year for gardening, isn't it? Any specific things in the garden that are growing well right now? My parents are getting really into gardening, and I love seeing them, their harvests. Lauren's been working on her biology with Pilates. Nice! And complimenting yourself lots. Yes! I need to get into Pilates. I've done like 4 classes, but I'm also having back issues, and the people that I know that I trust have had huge successes with Pilates. So if I can just get over the crazy price tag, I mean, I know like feeling good is worth anything, but it's hard for me to spend on the self-care regimen, but I'll get there. Jamie says, I heard once that you're born into a life that only you can handle. There's something to that, Everything, you are in a classroom perfect for you, and what you're learning is your curriculum that later you'll teach others. Trevor's saying, well said. Trevor says, you might not have chose to be hot, but you chose to be hot pink. Oh, you're talking about me specifically. Yes! Thank you, Trevor. And I love you, Trevor. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I got so excited this conversation, I'm not sure if I've told everyone that I love them. Lauren, I love you. And if I have missed saying I love you, please remind me in chat, because I certainly do love you all. But I would love to give an individual moment of connection to everyone who would be willing to receive it. Succulents. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if you were here earlier, I have a pothos in a glass jar on my wall behind me, as well as Grandpa Caleb's ashes and a leaf from the Tree of Tanare from Burning Man, and gosh, this is so hard backwards, and a black stone from the center of the temple in like 2011 or something like that. Hello to Stephen in Broome, Western Australia. How far is Broome from Perth? Because Western Australia is remote. Stephen, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I love you. Thank you for being a fellow ambassador and breaking down the barriers. We are all activists. We all change the world with everything we do. So it's important to recalibrate yourself to make sure the vibration that you're putting out there is one you feel good about. And another thing I like to do in Love Mornings is ask everyone to just take a moment, close your eyes, and think about someone that really lights you up. Maybe you have a child that thinking of them laugh just makes you or a nephew, or maybe a grandparent. Maybe it's your pet. Something that just makes you almost can't help but smile as you picture them. It can be someone who's not even here with us anymore, but just their memories. And then just just have a moment of feeling that joy that connection to them brings you. And then let that feeling stay in you and be a part of the ripples that you give throughout your day. As opposed to taking on the vibration of the morning news feed and have that be part of the vibrations you put into your day? Why not cultivate it and prune it and make it just right? I am a silly, sexy, sacred vibration. That's what I'm going to be putting in the world. Good morning. Kiri is super grateful this morning. Cold is almost better? Yes. Good. And I'm grateful for all the adorable wild bunnies that run around outside here. Oh, I do this morning walk. It's like a 1 mile thing that I do every morning. And there's this one part where the walk goes along this canyon, and almost every morning, a little white-tailed bunny, I scare him back into the canyon every morning. I love it. All right, another vote for Pilates. All right, Lauren, tell me after 6 weeks, the strength will be so profound that I will be opening soup cans with my thighs. All right, I'm going to take that as a guarantee. Beth is grateful for the rain that seems to have cooled us off this morning. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I'm going to go on a nature walk. Have a good time. Thank you, Beth. Love you, Beth. Oh, thank you, Luna. I love you. Thank you, Joey. We need more default love and kindness. Oh, we need more love and default. Third try. We need more love and kindness in this default. Yes. But I also like, we need the default to be more love and kindness. It works on so many levels. I love you, Joy. Hey, Dick! Hey, good to see you. Thank you, man, on the book. By the way, this is the time when I should probably put my link. Oops, that's not right. Here. I'm like literally hours away from saying it's done, send it to the publisher. I've had so much fun working on this and really tweak. The only thing I've tweaked this much ever has been my TEDx talk. And I worked on that and reworked it and edited it and cut it down and moved it around. And this one too, I like tweak till it's like, okay, this is as good as I can make it. Most things that I produce are good enough. When you're doing multiple videos a week, for me, it's like, that's good enough. That's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. And at 50, I'm starting to have a craving to produce a few things that are better than good enough, but that are excellent. So I'm excited to share the book. Emotional topiary. Ooh, I like that, Nicole. Good morning. Esther! I love you, Esther. Happy Sunday. Esther is excited to be hosting a charity auction at your home on your birthday. Grateful to be able to help others in a new way. What an awesome thing to say. Grateful to help others in a new way. I love that. Cool. Thanks, Esther. Hello, Leslie in Macanillith in the UK. Did I get it? Oh no, Macanillith. Well, I love you. Thank you for being a part of our love morning. For you, probably supper time. Love mornings, just so there's no confusion, they originate in the morning and they disseminate through the world and are received in whatever time that you are in. If you are in Malaysia, you get this tomorrow. Hello, tomorrow. And if you watch this recording, you are uncorking this digital message in a bottle and you're receiving it into your now. It just has morning energy into it. I hope that's clear. You can have breakfast for dinner and you can have morning love in the middle of the night. Don't challenge me on that. That is fact. Ooh, you can hear the birds? Yeah. Bird songs is... I never used to notice bird songs, but in the last year, I really like them. 2,500 kilometers from Perth. That's so hilarious. Western Australia is big. Oh, well, You went the first year to Blazing Swan. Sweet. I only went once. And I was just talking about it 2 days ago to somebody. It was such a good experience for me. It really opened me up to the power of regionals. I have a fond place in my heart for Blazing Swan. And for you, Stephen. I love you. Did I say I love you, Dick? Dick. I was thinking it, but I'll say it. I love you. Hope you're doing well. Boy, I've been talking. This has been a long love morning. Sometimes it's between 10 and 20 minutes usually, but I'm in a fantastic mood, and it's a beautiful Sunday, and it's so nice to be here with you. If you are here live and haven't left a comment, please do so I can know that you're here and send you some hellos. Shabana, good morning. I love you. Thanks for being a part of this day. Yay! So remember, as you go through the world, look at all the incredible people that have been here the last 20 minutes. The world is filled with people like that, like me and like us and like you. And a lot of those people don't know that. They are confused by what they have seen in their Facebook feeds and Fox News, and even if they don't watch Fox News, but they've seen it in clips or when it's playing in the gym, and they go, "Fuck, this country is cray cray," or "This world is cray cray. I'm gonna put my head down, mind my own business." And you can be that ambassador that says, "Good morning, good afternoon. Did you see the sunset? Man." Or a compliment, as we talked earlier. A compliment on a choice, not a biology. Like, great fucking shoes, not you have sexy feet. See the difference? It's been ascending spiral, the random walk upward. Awesome, Dick. Hello, Priya. Loving you in Virginia Beach. Are you there now, or are you in New York right now? You're in Virginia Beach right now. Well, I love you. Happy Sunday. And good morning, Vanessa. Is that a hug emoji? How come I did not know that? What is that? Did you just change my world? I'm gonna copy paste and see if I can, if it, whoa. I'm gonna be lightheaded for a second. Oh, you're in Virginia Beach now. Well, I'm glad you told me, because the love I sent would have gone straight to New York. You would have never found it. Let me send you some to Virginia Beach. I love you. Oh, I should let people know that every day at noon, we have gratitude circles where it's kind of like this, except we get to see each other's faces, we share gratitude, and then we share a group hug. Maybe we should do a group hug here. I think we should do a group hug here. All right, I'm going to lead you guys in a hug. Hey, clowny face Adelic. Good morning. Hello in Colorado. What part of Colorado? I love Colorado. I love you, and I love smiling with you. So, if you would join me in a group hug. I've been doing this since 2001, weekly, every week. Think about that, 20 years. I should do a party in September, that's when it started. 20 years, dear Lord. So, wherever you are, give yourself a hug. And feel your arms holding your body. And then as you feel the arms holding you, let it be not your own arms, but let it be my arms holding you. And then the arms of all those that are here in this live gathering. all the people's energies that you just had a glimpse of, let those people embrace you. Let the arms that hold you feel them. Let it be us holding you. And the body that you're embracing, let it be ours. And let your me sink into a we. And let's let ourselves sink beneath our surface level of who we are, beneath our identity of what our favorite team is, or what our political stance is, what our choices and our opinions. Beneath that, much deeper, is this layer of our humanity, our need for connection, our desire for safety, our desire for love, all these raw, base human things that unite all human beings. All human beings are trying to find these simple things. We just change directions as we have experiences that make us think of different ways that we should get them. But at that really base level, we are all so much more alike than we are different. And so in this moment, let yourself be embraced by everyone on the planet, and give your love to everyone on the planet. Just feel us in that place of oneness. Even the people that drive you crazy, forgive them for those places when they are confused, that they've forgotten how connected and how similar we are. And forgive yourself for the times when you've forgotten. And let's take a deep breath in and give it a squeeze, and feel us all holding you, and send your love out to the world as we hold in that embrace for, hold their breath up at the top. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful love warriors, thanks for being a part of this Hug Nation hug. I love you. So I do that every day at noon, and I also do it every Monday at 1 o'clock here. The noon one is in Zoom, and the Monday one is here at 1 o'clock, after I give a little talk about my lesson of the week. But I'm glad we got to have one today. Let's see. This is, let me give the link to the gratitude circles. It has more information here. We actually do them at noon, 6 p.m., and 3 a.m. West Coast time, because there's a European group that meets at 3 a.m., which is their noon. I have been leading them every day, twice a day. I've just recently started to step down and let other people lead them sometimes. So I often am leading them, but I haven't committed to being there every day anymore. It shouldn't ask you for a password from that link, but if it does, the password is gratitude. Because that link doesn't take you straight in. That link takes you to the Hug Nation page, and then there's a link from there that has the password embedded in it. But thank you, Kiri. Oh, and if you go to Gratitude Circle, you will get to know Kiri and Brady and Sean and Buster better, and then your life will be better. It's that simple. Can I tell that story? So, Kiri and Brady met in the Gratitude Circle. They started getting along really well, and then they fell for each other. Then they drove cross country, and now they're a thing. And now they've been living together, and now they're gone to Texas to start a life together. With them on this adventure is Sean, who has been traveling the world or the country in a bus, meeting other people who are regulars in the Gratitude Circle. I think he's up to like 26 visits to different people. He visited me several times. And it's this like digital connections that became physical connections that have become inspirations. It's been so magical. I'm not sure if I described that fair. Any of you guys are welcome to correct me. Yeah, it's pretty, there's a lot of things that have been difficult about the pandemic, but there's some things that have been profoundly beautiful. I look back on this last year and a half with gratitude. Lauren, your hug looks the same to me. I cannot think of a more wholesome way to meet a life partner than through a gratitude circle. That's true. In this morning routine gathering a couple weeks ago, someone was like, "Hey, can we turn this into a dating site? I want to meet people who are attracted to this vibe." I was like, "I'm gonna make the app, but there's a good chance it will just match everybody with me." Oh, interesting. The hug emo- emoji is different. I can't. That hug emoji reminds me too much of the salt shaker huggers. You know those things that you see at many touristy places, which is a great sculpture. I just got kind of saturated on it. Speaking of which, do you guys know the Hug Nation logo? I wonder if I have it anywhere nearby. It's easy to show. Um, Look at that. I can find it in oh, will that work? Yeah. Oh, that's kind of a I doubt this will work. Um I think it's a cool. This actually, let's see. No, it's probably not going to work. Oh well. Pandemic stress got my husband to take active, assertive care of his mental health. It's the one thing I'm thankful for about the pandemic. Oh well, that didn't look good. That's giving you the. Oh, okay, I got it. That was not. No. Here, let's try this one. Let's see if this works. This is fun, me, huh? Like going into another window and looking for a graphic. This is compelling. I should say, if you have popped in later and have not said hello in a comment, or if you said hello and I have missed in saying I love you, please let me know so that I can have a moment of connection with you on this beautiful Sunday. Look at this. Shabana also saying that mental health came into focus. Isn't that? I mean, what a powerful awareness that we got so caught up in our patterns that we it took something like that to make us look at our lives and go, wait a minute. There's like I'm so focused on everything that I'm layering on top of these challenges and issues that I have. Like maybe I should, since when those are taken away, I can work on the stuff. That's happened for me. I've been able to dig into early trauma stuff this last year that has been profound. Profound. That would be cool to get a Hug Nation emoji. Leah! Happy Sunday. I love you. Welcome to this day. Welcome to Love Morning. Oh, what a treat to see you. Can you hear the birds singing? I think they're singing to you. Okay, now they're singing to me. Whoa. I'm gonna assume they were speaking to me at that point because that was not right. Love you too. Oh, you didn't yoga teacher training. Well, look at all these awesome stories of gifts of pandemic. For someone who loves the word gifts so much, I certainly struggle with pronouncing gifts. This is when you guys are supposed to say, "Oh man, that logo is so cool." Just kidding. You don't have to say that. So my day, I don't have Hug Nation stickers. I have, although, why not? I do have Be Present, Have Integrity, Align with Love stickers, and those you can get by sending me a self-addressed stamped envelope. I send those out all the time. What's my address? Well, if you're here in Love Morning, I trust you. I'm going to tell you right now. If you send me a stamped self-addressed envelope, I will send it back with one of those stickers, maybe a couple other things. Yeah, in my book is like 50 projects that I've done. These stickers are one of the projects. I have distributed thousands of these through Burning Man and festivals and strangers and on the street. If I connect with somebody, I'm like, you know what? I have a sticker for you. Because this is the life's instruction book in three lines. If you follow this, everything works out. Should I explain? You have a Hug Nation. Oh, I do have. I did. Wow, you have a Hug Nation sticker. That's cool. It's been a while since I've had any Hug Nation stickers. Yeah, so the reason why I put this on all my water bottles, which is why then I distribute it, just in case it helped other people, is it's so easy to get caught up in trying to craft the future, try to manipulate what people are going to think and do to get what you think you should have happen. But we don't know what should happen. That's like mind. And everything in the universe that is in balance is beyond mind. It is this crazy human arrogance that thinks we can outthink the cosmic wisdom of the Tao. So what helps me is if I'm like, what should I do? Step one, be present. Get out of the possible futures, get out of the what's happened, just be present. Another part of being present is that this goes, fresh start. Everything's brand new right now. Doesn't matter what I've done in the past, just fresh start. Be present. 2, have integrity. And for me, that means, am I coming from a place inside me of my truth as opposed to the exterior pressures of the world? Meaning, will this make me feel good because it's in line with who I am? Or will this make me feel prideful because I think people will think highly of me? Or is it some exterior pattern that I've internalized? And the spiritual path, I think, of your entire life is that constant, forever discernment of like, wait, is this internally driven or is this externally put upon me? And then align with love. So once you're in that place, then go, okay, what is the flow towards love, compassion, kindness that I can do? And love, compassion, kindness doesn't mean nice. It can be harsh. You follow these things, it can be disastrous to your life. You could lose your job, you could end a relationship, you could lose your partner, you could lose your money, but it will lead you to exactly where you're supposed to be. Guaranteed. Otherwise, the free sticker, money back guarantee. Good morning, Faith. Hello to you in Florida. Happy Sunday. Glad you made it. I've been talking a long time today, almost an hour. I've been off coffee and I had coffee this morning. That's probably why. It's so good. It's iced coffee, actually. Ooh, ended a relationship today. Well, thank you for sharing your courage. And I'm sure you know this, but we are never in a position to know what's best. And one of the beautiful things about years and growing in age and wisdom is that you get more and more and more examples in your life when you know that you can't trust your thoughts or your feelings in a moment. You know, like when you're young and you have a breakup, you're like, oh, I can't live without this person. Or what if I never meet anybody else? And then years later, you're like, oh my God, thank God I'm not with that person. And so over the years, even as you're hurting, you can have this kind of like wise advisor voice saying like, don't trust those thoughts of despair. We know they're not really true. You're at peace with it. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. Cat! Good morning, Cat! Oh, I love you, Cat. Thanks for being a part of this Sunday. Happy Love Morning! I don't know what aparigraha means. It looks like it's a word that's got a cool meaning. Or a cat just climbed on your keyboard. Yeah, tough love is, that's why like align with love is like it's a big picture thing. The loving thing could be to call the police on a family member. It's the long life and nature ebbs and flows and balances, and there can be harsh corrections required in nature and in our lives. Luna says, I've been watching my daughter, 19 years old, go through her first serious breakup, and I've been trying to tell her exactly this. Oh, that must be so hard. Ooh, aparigraha means non-grasping, non-attachment. I love it. So Luna, I want to share something with you, a story that I heard that has been very helpful for me. It has to do with the biodome experiment. So the biodome, anyone familiar with it? There was this project, I think they're still doing it, in Arizona, where they built this fully contained dome where they were trying to create, like, terraform it, like, and create a environment that was fully self-contained, kind of like for the idea of like building things on other planets. How could we create a biosphere that's self-contained? And at some point, a number of the trees fell, and they brought in like arborists and plant scientists, and they're trying to figure out like what happened. Like, did we get a fungus in here? Was there what happened? And they couldn't find anything wrong with the plants. Everything looked healthy, everything looked good. And then the conclusion was that in the biodome, there were no storms. And so the tree never needed to develop a root system to deal with being bat around by the weather. And so at some point, it got so tall and the roots were so shallow that it fell. And I think that's just a really beautiful way to think about our lives. That we need to be bat around by the weather. We need to have the storms kick our ass, because that's how we develop the roots. That gives us a foundation so that we can grow into the mighty oaks, the mighty trees that we have the potential to be. And when I think that is even more important or more helpful is to remember that when you're watching someone you love go through a storm. So, sending you love, sending your daughter love. And knowing in full confidence that the long view of alignment with love, it will all be perfect. I should say, the biodome story is one that I tell in my first book, which is available on Amazon. If you look up my name on Amazon, I have a book for sale there. It's a book of essays called Love More, Fear Less, Float More, Steer Less. Jamie says she was lucky enough to be a part of an experiment called Sea Based, simulated what it would be like to live under the sea. What? That's amazing. The higher you grow, the deeper you bow. Be like bamboo. I like that, Rose. Under the sea. That reminds me of one of my favorite Simpsons lines. There's a time when Homer goes into reverie and creates this whole musical about under the sea because he wants to like run away from his problems. And Marge goes, under the sea, under the sea. That's your answer to everything. You like my Marge impression? Good morning, Cheryl. I love you. Happy Sunday. And Michelle. Good morning to you. I was looking at, wait, is it 11? No, it's not 11. We've got the Pink Heart Casual Hangout in an hour. But it's so nice to see you now. Happy Love Morning. It's been an hour Love Morning. This is the longest Love Morning since I started over 100 days ago. Isn't that crazy? I came back from an ayahuasca journey in Costa Rica with a download that I needed to put into practice being more loving in the world on a daily basis. And so this is what I decided I would do. And been doing it for 100 days straight. I think maybe minus 1 or 2 days when I was unavailable to get to a computer. I no longer think of myself as someone whose commitment has trouble with commitment. After 20 years of Hug Nation weekly, 11 years of First Saturdays, and 100 days of Love Mornings, and 16 months of twice a day gratitude circles. I'm almost at 1,000 gratitude circles now. How crazy is that? Andy, good morning. I love you. Glad you're here. Welcome to our Love Morning. Maybe it's a brunch. At this point, it's a brunch. So grab a bite if you want. Actually, I probably should close this down at some point. Probably should stop drinking coffee. Hey, isn't that amazing? 1,000, Michelle. I just recently announced to the group that I'm not committed to being there every day, twice a day. I still am often there, but enough people in there have enjoyed and stepped up as hosts that it doesn't require me to be there. And so I've transitioned from the leader to a leader of the hugs, or a host. Oh, Kat, that makes me so happy to hear. The whole point of these mornings is to remind us that we are connected, and also remind us that we can be the mechanism for other people to feel more connected. I started this 100 days ago. I realized that through the pandemic, I had really, my connection muscles had atrophied. And with masks and the feeling of like, am I, a danger to others? I had my head down. I didn't look people in the eye. I was not engaging with people in the world. And I'm like, I gotta snap out of this. So I've been doing this, and I've been doing a daily walk, and I try to catch the eyes and say good morning to everybody I see and give them a smile, and try to encourage all of us to do the same. That we can be activists in the world simply by being open and kind. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese monk, had this beautiful line that we are always carrying an inventory of gifts to give away. We always have, like a flower, our kind eyes and our smile. And so you can have this limitless satchel of gifts as you walk through the world to give to everyone that you pass. Hello, Katie. Sending you love to the farmer's market. I love you. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Good morning, Tara. I love you. Happy Sunday. Well, I'm wondering if I'm so jazzed up and excited. I you want to hear the beginning of my book? My the welcome page. Let's see if I've still got it available. I just changed it, and so I think this is it. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. There it is. Now I gotta come and look. Did anybody say that they wanted to hear it? We're getting a little. We've been here a long time, so I understand. Okay. All right. Here it is. Periodically, someone will give me an odd look and say, "You're freaking weird." I light up and shoot back, "Thank you for noticing." I work really hard at it. But I wasn't always proud to be different. My first quarter century was spent trying to fit in. Then, in the 90s, I discovered the internet and Burning Man when they were wild frontiers. I was given an infinite canvas to create in and permission to follow my truth. Burning Man taught me that art was much more than what is contained inside a frame or placed on a pedestal. And the internet allowed me to be a protagonist in my own epic myth. My life could be my art. I filled the web with writing, photos, and video, documenting my search for self-love, inner truth, and authenticity. I dressed flamboyantly, spoke boldly, and tried to see every decision as an artistic choice. Many times I doubted myself. People tore me down. At times, I was afraid. I shared all that too. Sometimes I was drawn in directions contrary to the status quo, but I had faith that choosing love over fear would eventually lead me where I was supposed to be. The path has been a bumbling, public pursuit of my sexy, silly, and sacred self. This book chronicles the wild ride of following my inner weird, as told through 50 projects. It's an honor to be sharing this journey with you. With love, John Halcyon Stin. I feel pretty good about it. The beginning before was not quite right, and I just changed it to that "you're weird" thing, and I think I like that. Welcome, Mariposa. I love you. It is not on Audible. It's actually not a book. It's a photo book. It was inspired by my friend did this book, which is a book about this these compilation CDs that she made over the course of 10 years. And so I want to do that, but for 50 projects that I worked on. So it's mostly, each chapter is pictures and a description of a project, and then a QR code that takes you to like a video of it or the web page that it's about or the event that it was. So it's more of that's why people are like, "Hey, will you make it available as an ebook?" I'm like, it doesn't really work as an ebook. It's a picture book. It's like a coffee table book kind of thing, or a bathroom book. Chris! Good morning, Chris. Happy Sunday. I love you. Sending love to you and your whole family. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful day, Kat. And have a beautiful day, everyone. It has been such a treat to be energized by your hearts. I I urge you to keep this vibe going as you go through the day. To recognize that whatever the tasks of your day are, they can be infused with this vibration. You can lift everyone that you cross paths with today, just with the way you look them in the eyes and smile. And if you get inspired, you can take it even farther. Say something kind. Find a way to gift in some way. But really, all it requires is you being the person you are right now. This open, loving awareness of all the beautiful people in the world and just letting other people know that you see them in that beautiful way. Now, I will warn you, not everybody will receive you wonderfully, which is why we do this. This is why this is a Love Warrior assignment and not a reward. It's not easy. Many people will be very stoked and they'll feel awesome, but occasionally someone will be like, like. And what you have to remember is that that landed too. Your smile landed in that person that was like, and maybe it just takes a while to digest, and maybe they need a couple dozen of those smiles, and it'll start to soften what they got going on. But you can feel good knowing that you are putting good vibes in the world, and then you can sleep well and know that you have no idea how those ripples will travel. I had someone yesterday, I'll say this, oh wow. I had someone yesterday said, they said, do people ever tell you how I met you stories? And I said, actually, sometimes they do, because I have a really bad memory. And it's a source of some pain for me, because I hate making people feel like they weren't important to me. I like to joke that I think I maybe made a deal with the devil at some point. He gave me a choice. He said, would you like to have perfect memory or the ability to be perfectly present? And I think I picked perfectly present. But I'm not sure because I can't remember. So this woman, she told me, and I have had people hurt when they said, we've met twice before. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Can we re-meet? But the woman yesterday, she said, she wanted to share with me our first time meeting, and she was at a festival by herself, and I walked up to her and started asking her questions, and then sat with her for like 30 minutes telling her stories about Grandpa Caleb, and she was so touched. This is probably 8 years ago, and it was so awesome to go like, you know what I was doing in that moment? I was doing this. I was just trying to be like, giving a kind eyes and smile. And what gifts do I have to give? My attention, my stories, my love. I don't remember it, but I've been doing it a long time, and I know that those ripples they travel and they touch people, and those two touch people. So I apologize if I don't remember meeting you, but just like she made me realize, like, I took it seriously. It wasn't just because I can't recall it doesn't mean that I wasn't 100% there. Um, so thank you for sharing this perfect now with me. And if you're watching this recording, thank you for allowing this perfect now to be timeless. Christina, I love you. Happy Sunday. Oh, beautiful, Michelle. Mm. As to sharing, beginning today, treat everyone you meet as if they were going to be dead by midnight. Extend to them all the care, kindness, and understanding you can muster, and do it with no thought of any reward. Your life will never be the same again. Og Mandino. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, Chris. Thank you. Thanks for thanks for being open to connection. And I mean, it's there's a like when you layer sound waves on top of things, like there's a resonance that happens in groups. I'm trying to get the courage to maybe start doing live events because this is beautiful, but there is something about live events. Um, it's getting that vibration, that standing wave of gratitude and love together with people. So, thank you for taking me on a beautiful journey this morning, way more than I expected. And thank you for opening my heart and reminding me of who you are and reflecting back to me so much beauty and love and light and connection. I feel good knowing that I'm going to take this into my day and that you are going to take this into your day. I will leave you with one last link to my book pre-order page. If you're curious, there's a little more of a description there of what it is. And I also want to. I just want to check this out actually. So, have you guys seen Koji? Oops. No, not that. Um, it's like this sweet, like it's like a page for if you can give people one link, that's it. It's a site created by my old collaborator and older friend, Dimitri, and it's super cool. Koji is like there's a big thing now where like we're on all these different sites, and most sites say like what link do you want to share with people, like what link to your homepage, but we don't have homepages anymore. So Koji is like the perfect hub page. It's like a place where people can come and it can link to your outside stuff. It also has like little apps that you can do. Like I've got an app that if you go to mine, actually go to mine, and there's a thing that says share your smile. And on your phone right there, you go to it and you can share a picture with me. You can go click and I get to see your face if you go to my Koji. And it's got links to all sorts of little appy things. But mine is mostly links to my projects. And then the smile one, there's also a thing where you can ask me a question for $1 and I'll record a video for you. But it's super cool. It's super cool and it's starting to really take off. Ben, good morning in San Francisco. I love you. Thanks for being part of our love morning. Okay, Love Warrior Retreats. Michelle, we should talk more. And I should log off and nourish before my next meeting. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for this morning. What a beautiful day. Make it great. Share you with the world. Imagine if the whole world felt the way I feel right now. Look what you did to me. Thank you. I love you.